What is up? This working? It says I'm live. Let's see how it goes. I'm using my iPad on a stand with a lav mic. Probably telling me I'm live. So I was getting ready to unbox this, and I decided I would live stream. And how do I bring up the chat? It's been so long since I've done this. Comments. Hey, Mr. Galata. How's it going, Chris? Is the lav mic working? How good does it sound? Is it terrible? Is the mic terrible? Is it any good? Is it making sound? Yes. Are we getting sound? I hope. Sounds better than my old headphoney ones, huh? My brother gave these to me like a year ago. More than a year ago. But it was a USB-C plug for the computer slash iPhone slash iPad. And it has USB-C until now. I got a new iPad just before I went in the hospital and got the shoulder done, basically as a gift to myself. And Apple offered me $180, $170 for my old iPad. So I only ended up paying like a little over $100 for this one. And it's not a lot better. It's the base iPad, but it's the newest version, or currently the newest version. I guess they're going to upgrade it. But anyway, got this today, and the only reason I bought it was it was on Wicked sale. And not only was it on Wicked sale, but I had a coupon where I got the stupid blower for it for free. So it was ridiculously cheap. And I wanted to I want a set of small drills and screwdrivers to go in the house, because I'm tired of coming out here. Everything's a mess out here because I haven't been able to do a damn thing out here with my shoulder issues. And anyway, somebody texted me, Woodcraft. Did you find what you were looking for? Yeah, okay, Woodcraft. Sure I did. Anyway, this is on a ridiculous sale, blah, blah, blah. And I'm tired of coming out here to get my Milwaukees or the big Makitas. Now, obviously, if the big Makitas, they're staying out here, but I do a lot of little rinky-dink, hang a picture, whatever, in the house. So I've been waiting to find something. I was just going to buy more Milwaukees, but this was on sale. And I'm like, you know what? I like Makita. It's inside. Even if it's not quite as good, it'll still be good. So let's open her up. Comes with a little bag, which I don't care about the bags. I never use those stupid bags. I wish they'd give me something important instead of stupid bags. I shouldn't say that, actually. Back when I did construction, belt clips, which I don't generally use either. Back when I did construction, I did use the bags. Oh, look at the cute little freaking charger. It's basically the same thing as the 18-volt charger, but a little bit smaller. I'm a big fan of Makita. Now, the only reason I went with Milwaukee over Makita in 12-volt initially is because Milwaukee just has so much more tool ability. There's not as many tools and not as easy accessed as it is in Milwaukee. Milwaukee just has not only are they really good, but they have a really good selection of tools. So let's compare them. Obviously, I can't compare them in size or anything. These are not brand new, but these are not that old. I replaced these, I don't know, about a year and a half, 2 years ago, but they haven't gotten that much use. These are, and that's why these were on sale. These are cordless. Yeah, they're all cordless. Brushless. Yeah, 18 volt, I prefer Makita. don't know if you can see it over there. There's a few of them you can probably see in the corner over there. Milwaukee, I'm going to do over this again. Years ago, not that long ago, but probably 5-6 years ago, just before I quit working. Guy I used to work for over here. We did fencing, but we also did, he hired me to do some of the fancier fencing, like doing archways and squirrely crap. But we also did decking and construction, blah, blah, blah. We had a few crews. And I was, back then, I was actually using Portacable, because Portacable was still a halfway decent brand, and Hitachi, and mixing and matching. And all the guys had their own tools. And he had Bosch and a mix of Bosch and Milwaukee and stuff. And he got some money from someone to test. So he basically went out and bought like 6 or 7 different full sets. You know, you got the drill, the impact, the sawzall, the oscillating tool. What else did he get with it? Oh, the circular saw, a jigsaw, a whole kit of all brands. Bosch, Milwaukee, Makita. He got a Ryobi set for a joke. That didn't last but the first week. I think he got, I'm trying to remember all he got. It's been so long now. Anyway, the big 3 or 4 were Portacable, which I already had. They kind of got beat up because they were already well on their way to being on their way out. And they were used. I had them for a while. My Hitachi, which was again my own stuff. We did buy a couple of new tools to fill out the kit. Anyway, we got all the kits: Bosch, Makita, Milwaukee, Hitachi. Back when it was still Hitachi. Milwaukee, Makita, Bosch, Ryobi, DeWalt. Anyway, blah blah blah. We went through the whole thing. We would hand them to the crews. Every crew would get a full set for a week, and they'd cycle through them. We cycled through them for 6 or 8 weeks. At the end of the whole thing, all of the crews preferred the Milwaukee or the Makita. All of them but one. There was one set of crew, and they were just fencers, and they did all the heavy duty work. They did a lot of concrete, because when they do the fence, like, there's farms and fields here, and when they fence, it would be, you know, a half a mile one way and a quarter mile the other way and a half a mile back, and it was the fencing, you know, cats, dogs, cows, sheep, goats, blah blah blah. Anyway, so they're out in the field, and that was the other thing. The Milwaukees came with the big 6-amp batteries, a couple of them, where none of the other ones did. The Makita did have one 4-amp, but most of them were the 2-amp. Anyway, the construction guys who worked with me generally, decking, blah, 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 mostly preferred the Makita. We did a lot of windows. We did a couple decks. We did a couple doors. I'm trying to think of what else. We did a porch. That was a reconstruction. Anyway, the Makitas were lighter. And again, they were 18 volt, not 12. They were lighter, but almost as ballsy. The Milwaukee was definitely the most ballsy. And the DeWalt was next. DeWalt was very ballsy out of the box. DeWalt Ryobi didn't last a week. Most of the tools were dead. We freaking gave them away at the end of it. Some of the guys took them home. The DeWalt had a few tools just plain die in the first month. Their Sawzall, reciprocating saw. Sawzall's owned by Milwaukee, brand name. Their reciprocating saws died. We got it replaced under warranty. Died again. The drills kept freaking, you know, they were really ballsy right out of the box, but after you use them, and, you know, these guys are not kind to tools. They're just throwing them on the ground and blah, blah, blah. The DeWalts were failing. They were weakening and failing. The drill was just not up to par after a month. The Makita took the abuse. It was not as strong as the Milwaukees, but it was generally lighter, which this is also. And these are about match. This is a 2-amp hour battery, and this is a 1.5 amp hour battery, but they're about the same size. This is actually a lot smaller here. This is a lot lighter than I thought. But in the 18 volt, everybody wanted a Makita, except for the big heavy dudes wanted a Milwaukee. And I think mostly because they like the 6-amp hour batteries. They were really good and they lasted a long time. And they were just bigger and beefier. They are. Makita or Milwaukee's bigger and beefier. Milwaukee just lasts. It does everything. It's not the strongest. It's not the weakest. It's not the heaviest. It's not the lightest. It's like right in the middle, and it just lasts. We did have, before I left, we did have a couple Milwaukees die. Now, at the end of it, we had Makita, Milwaukee. One of the guys took home the Bosch. He gave us like $100 and he took the whole Bosch set home. The Itachi set stayed in the shop for a while, and then we slowly converted over to 12 volt. His shop, not my shop. We slowly converted over to 12 volt Makita or Milwaukee. Blah blah blah. I like Makita 18 volt. There's a good supply of tools. There's a good variety. They have everything. Most of it is pretty ballsy. Most of it is good quality. They're just the perfect middle of the road. Price, value, blah, blah, blah. Where's I going with that? Oh, just, in general. I went with 12 volt Milwaukee out here in my own shop just because Makita doesn't have the variety. What's up, Vince? How's it going? I'm just playing. How good is this stream coming from an iPad on my new network? It should be much clearer than it ever was, because for one, the camera, even the stock camera, is better than just about anything I have. Yeah. So anyway, I just ordered these because they were on sale. It is lighter. I'm going to eventually do a comparison. They literally just came out of the box. You guys, some of you that just showed up didn't see it, but I will charge them up and get them ready. They do look this one almost looks like it was used and repacked. It's all kind of dirty on the back, but that could just be cardboard dust. I really don't care for what I paid for them. I think they were like $120, and it was one of those. I got this with it for free, which I have a blower, but it sucks. It's getting dead. I'm sure this is nowhere near as powerful. The blower I have is a 40 volt Greenworks, so I don't see this being in the same field as that. Okay, what's holding this thing up? Nothing. But it was a freebie, and it made me do the final decision of getting this over getting more Milwaukees. And again, this is just for sitting in the house, so this is almost kind of pointless because I'll never use this in the house. Oh, this is a rubbery tip. Oh, rubbery. But actually, from what I hear, this is like woodworker's favoriteest leaf blowery garage cleanup. This is going to get loud, guys. Oh, it's got 3 speeds. Oh, it barely blows. Oh, crap. It's actually pretty ballsy. A lot of woodworkers do the same thing I do. They open the garage doors and they just blow the sawdust and everything right out the door. So that's why I was like, yeah, but again, these are for in the house, so having this out here is kind of pointless unless I get more batteries, which I might do, because my current one, which is way more ballsy, it's still way more ballsy than that, is dying. It has a connection issue, and I've taken it apart and tried to fix it a few times, and it just is unfixable. So we'll see how that goes. It's about done. Anyway, so we unboxed and we're just testing. Everybody liked this lab mic better than all my other mics I've used. Mostly I usually use headset ones, which are terrible mics. What is up? It's a Dan. How's it going, Dan? There is no... Wow, I can smell brush burning. These are brushed. These are brushless. I used to have brushed of these, so I know what they're like. This is much smaller and lighter than this. This is way heavier. Surprisingly heavier. They're both pretty comfortable. Honestly, I think this is a little more comfortable. like the grip size and everything. This is also a hammer drill, which is probably why it's heavier. This is just a regular drill. Again, I just bought these to go in the house for doing little rinky-dink, you know, hanging a picture, changing a doorknob, crap. These are my shop tools. Yeah, these are about the same weight. I expected, actually looking at the pictures, these look like they're about the same size as my big 18 volt. It's much smaller. I mean, they're not much, they're narrower than the Milwaukee's. They're a little bit longer. But again, this is brushed, and the old brushed one of these was very close to this size. So I think the little baby Milwaukee freaking or Makita batteries, they're cute. And again, I think these will be fine for what I paid for it. Like I said, I think it was 120 bucks at Tool Nut with the leaf blower. I got the leaf blower for free. That shipping and everything. It was taxes, shipping, and everything. It was under like, it was like 136 bucks. So can't complain. These are like $200 for this set right here. Basically what's right here plus the charger. So I was waiting for a sale on something like this so I could have the matching Milwaukee batteries. Saw this and I was like, you know what? I like Makita and Makita's cool. I'll try it. I didn't expect it to be quite as good as those, and I don't think it will be, but I think it'll serve the purpose. They actually sound. I don't know, can you hear that? I mean, it sounds limpier, but it doesn't feel it. Like when I let go, it torques. So it's just quieter, which is, again, will be great for in the house. Furnace, you getting a new furnace? That's a good thing. Heat's good, especially where you are, because you get colder winters than we do, don't you? So anyway, there it is. Unboxing. Some Milwaukee Makita. Compare it to the Milwaukee's. We should plug this thing in. This thing is great, except for when it does this. There it goes. Sometimes it just works, and sometimes it just don't. Let's charge a battery. The only thing this doesn't have that I would like to see is a battery level indicator, which it doesn't have. But let's charge a battery and see how it goes. So anyway, just hanging out. Testing my new network. I just converted the whole house. Matter of fact, my brother was here and did the final conversion of all my mother's crap. My mother has all the googly pods and auto lights and light. She's literally got light bulbs that you screw in and they're Wi-Fi smart lights. And my brother just plugged them in and hooked them up and never like tagged any of it. So I didn't know what any of it was, who, you know, which unit was which on the network and everything. And now everything is on one. I have a mesh network. I got the Eero mesh because I switched to Frontier, and Frontier comes with an Eero mesh router. They're super ones, like they're 6 Plus Pro, the big freaking thing. So I got Eero 6 Plus little pucks everywhere. I got one right here. I got one in a couple, 3 in the house spread around. And I'm getting much better. I'm actually getting slower downloads, which I expected. I was getting like 500-600 through Comcast, but my upload speed was 25 megabits tops. I generally was getting in the low to mid-teens for an upload. I am right now, just before I started this stream, I was getting about 350 to 400 megabit upload speeds. So these should be much clearer, much less max headroomy crap than I used to. Even out here in the garage, I'm getting 300. In the house, I'm getting 400 to 500. So that should be good. Yeah, you need a furnace. You do need a furnace. So I should be able to start streaming out here again My shoulder is much better. It's still annoying. I was a physical therapist yesterday, and he beat the shit out of it. And pardon my French. And it's a little sore today, but he's I got like 90% of my mobility back. I have about 50% of my strength, but we can't strength build until I see the surgeon and they do the last CAT scan or MRI or whatever the hell they want to do to make sure it's all healed, because there was a lot of damage. So they want to make sure I'm not re-damaging it lifting stuff. I did do some lumber the other day, but my brother was here helping me. So hopefully in another 2 to 3 weeks, I can start pushing boards through saws. I think I could do it now, but I'm just... one of them surgeries that sucks so bad, I don't want to screw it up. Because I've had I broke my neck, and this shoulder surgery was... this is almost worse to deal with than a broken neck. I mean, with a broken neck, I was wearing a halo, but I could still use my hands and get dressed and go to the bathroom. And blowing out a shoulder, and especially, I'm left-handed, and it was my right shoulder. It's not even my primary hand, and it sucked. Just day-to-day can't do stuff sucked. So anyway, everyone's like, oh, you can start using it again. Just ignore the doctor. They don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, yeah, I probably can. You're right, but I'm not going to risk it. I just don't want to go through that again. That sucked bad. That was a month and a half of the worst miserable crap ever. Anyway, I'm babbling. High speed babbling. So anyway, I'm stuff's happening. Hopefully in the next couple of weeks I can start building stuff. You can go to my website and goimaginetomllama.com or goimagine.com/tomllama and buy my last. I think there's about a half a dozen, or I think there's 8 cutting boards left. I need to unload those so I can get some more money to buy some more lumber. Running out of lumber. Not that I'm running out, but I actually just got another load of black walnut because it was so cheap. It's $4 a board foot. Ended up being, I don't know. Black walnut around here is about $27, $28 a board foot. I mail ordered it at $4 a board foot, and even with shipping, it's like $130 and $75 in shipping. It still only came to like $7 or $8 a board foot, which is like a third of the cost of buying it local. So it was definitely worth mail ordering. Plus, I've started 3D printing again, which actually I do have one item out here that I need to do something with. I made some hangers for my other new tool my brother got while I was ill. He bought me a tool I couldn't use. But, and again, why I have Milwaukee out here over Makita out here. And I would take either one, but Milwaukee definitely has more tools. This is their new home plate base. This is actually an oscillating sander. It's not a vibrating. It does the whole round and round thing. It's a random orbit sander. That size, little tiny thing. And it's 12-volt powered. Freaking cool. And it works really well. This is like awesome for fine detailed sanding. Super awesome. And again, this is why most shops 12-volt will have Milwaukee, because Milwaukee just has everything. But I designed a little 3D printed hanger for it to go on the wall. So I can put it on my wall over there with all the other Milwaukee tools. Getting a pretty good supply, but these are indoor. These are going to be in the house. So I don't have to come out here and grab my Milwaukees. If I'm doing something in the house, I can just grab them. What is up? Is that Jerry? I can't read it that far away, and I don't have my glasses on. What did I do with my glasses? Right here. Jerry, it is Jerry. What's up, Jerry? Just hanging out. out in the garage. Got some new Milwaukee Makitas that I'm gonna play with. They're pretty nice. They're a lot smaller than I thought. When you look at them online, they look bigger. They're not much bigger than these, and they're actually, like I said, I don't know if you saw them before, but it's quite a bit thinner. This is quite a bit fatter here. This is definitely longer, quite a bit longer. You know, drill the drill. The drills are longer. But it's all right. The day-to-day, you know, hang a curtain or freaking, you know, run a wire somewhere, or put a hook into a cabinet or in the closet. These will be perfect. They will be fine. I will do a quick testing against them, but again, these are brushed. They're old. This is why they were on sale so cheap. These are the old brushed version, where these are all brushless. So, who cares? Indoor, I don't care. I had brushed of these up until a year or two ago. So, buffering here, fixed. Is it you buffering or me buffering? I'm hoping it's you buffering, because I shouldn't be buffering now. I should be clean internet now. And the image quality should be better, because that's a brand spanking new, latest, greatest. It is the basic iPad, but it's the newest Gen 10 iPad. It's only 2 months old. Not even. I got it just before I had the surgery, because, as I said earlier, I traded it in. They bought my old iPad for $170, and I think I paid 120 or 130 for this one after trade-in, and they paid all the shipping and everything back and forth for both of them. So that's cool. And I'm trying this new Lab Mikey thing my brother gave me. I never had one of these. He gave me one like a year and a half ago. Could never use it because it actually plugs in USB-C. But now that I have that new iPad, I can use USB-C because it's a USB-C iPad. So I actually am trying this new Lab mic. And somewhere out here, I have another. It's a dual mic. So if like I had somebody else here, they both could wear a mic and it would work. Supposedly, it's cheap. It's like a $50 Lab mic setup, and it's infrared. It's line of sight. It's not Wi-Fi or anything. So I don't know how good it is. My brother got them. He actually uses them. He bought a bunch of them for his church. He says, you know, they're not great, but they're better than like a standard microphone. I don't know. I'll have to come back and play this later and see how it sounds. And then I have to lose weight because I'm fat. I just noticed how fat I am. My God, I'm fat. This whole sitting around doing nothing thing is killing me. Time to get back to work. Exercise, mow the lawn, push some wood through some freaking tools and saws and build some stuff. Time to get back to work. I do not believe this is a fast charger either, now that I think about it. I think it's a very slow charger. It doesn't really say. They are cute little batteries at 12 volts. I don't know. For what I paid for these, I'm not going to, as long as it works, I think it'll be fine. Again, they're not these, but these are newer, the latest. This is basically the latest, greatest, bestest one. I mean, it's a hammer drill and everything. This is their oil-filled impact. And their sander. And what else do I got over there? Oscillating tool and the little Dremel-y tool they have, which it's the one Milwaukee tool I do not like. I actually dislike that thing intensely. It's not very good. This is not very good. I mean, it works. It's all right, but it just sounds like it's struggling. And I thought it might have been this one, and my brother bought one, and he's having the same problem. And you go fully charged battery, and you go to touch it to a nail, and it's like, bro. My old Hitachis. I got some really old Hitachis. I bought a whole bunch of them because they were the first true cordlessy, job site one that wasn't Dremel. Who did I sell those to? Oh, I sold them to mini belt guy. What the hell's his name? Rob. Pretty sure Rob got them. It was a long time ago. When I got this one, I sold all of those, and I kind of wish I kept them because they were better. I think I still actually got one left. They had like 4 or 5 of them, and I just found another one upstairs in the garage like a month or 2 ago. I don't even know if it still works. But anyway, yes, Rob Mink. Yep, he's the one that bought them off me. I think I sold them, all of them, for like $100. I think I had 2 or 3 of them. I gave them $75, whatever, including shipping. I paid the shipping or something. I don't remember exactly what I charged them, but it was pretty cheap, and they are good. I kind of wish I'd kept them. I like them better than this. This isn't the worst one. Actual Dremels, believe it or not, the cordless Dremels are worse than this. A lot worse. The Hitachis are the best ones I've ever dealt with, believe it or not. The old Hitachis. They were the first. They were lithium. They were the first Hitachi lithium ion, like 10 volt or 12 volt. I think they're listed as 10 volt, 10.2 volt or whatever. They were the first Hitachi lithium ion, not NiCad, Dremel tool, whatever they call it, rotary tool. Call it a rotary tool because they can't call it a Dremel because Dremel's a Dremel. Call it a rotary tool. Die grinder, same basic idea. Die grinder is a little more ballsy. Yeah, I mean, this thing just chugs. It chews through batteries really badly too. This is brushed, I'm pretty sure too. This is not brushless, which could be part of why it's not the greatest. But anyway, there's that. How long have we been streaming? 32 minutes. As you can see, I haven't done a freaking thing out here. I did just order some more racks. If you look over here, I still have some wooden ones, which I absolutely hate. Now that I have metal ones, I have metal ones all over there, and I got metal ones there. Metal ones, it's not that they hold any better because they really don't. They're just more compact. I can put more material in a smaller space. So I just ordered. If you need freaking shelving, and I don't just mean lumber shelving, they're made for lumber, but I actually have lumber shelving in my closet because I got them cheap the first time around from Grizzly, and it was cheaper than buying like real shelving from Home Depot, or not real shelving, the crap closet shelving from Home Depot or Lowe's or any of those places, and it's better. The ones I just got came from Woodcraft, and they were $17. Normally they're like $30-$40 for a set. You get 2. Ow, it hurt my shoulder. Moved wrong. 2 wall mounts with 3 or 4 shelves on each wall mount. So it's good shelving for the closet. I'd use it in the closet all the time. I have multiple closets. I have some over in the other garage. It's just shelving. It's not, it's not a lumber rack. I just put a piece of plywood on top of them and use them for shelving. They're actually went on sale. They're cheaper than buying shelving or crap from freaking Home Depot or Lowe's or Amazon. $17. And it was free shipping because I bought a bunch, because I bought like 3 or 4 sets. Because I bought a couple for me, and I think I bought one for my brother. And we're actually going to use 3 each is what I think I'm going to put 1, 2, 3 on this wall over here where those wood ones are. So I put 3 of them on a stud. They come in sets of 2. Yeah, that's what I bought. I bought 3 sets of 2, so there's 6 brackets basically. So I'll use 3 brackets, and I'll let him use 3 brackets. And it was it was just over $50 with taxes and everything. They were 16.95 or something, $17 basically a unit, which is good. So anyway, that's that. Everything seems to be working. This lab mic seems to be working. Hello. So I don't know. Should I keep streaming? Anything interesting? There's my 3D printed freaking vacuum dust separator for the big 4-inch dust collector, which isn't that big. It's just a horse and a quarter. It's actually kind of a small one. I'm thinking about putting that on a cart, because that's the other thing I want to do. Is this whole wall space right here is all just dead because of that thing. And I want to be able to use it. What I don't want to do is, I don't know if you can see it right there. There's an outlet right there. That is a single, that red one is a single outlet for the CNC. It's a whole circuit all by itself just for the CNC. I want to stop any wall usage for storage, whether I put more lumber there or I put clamps there or whatever I put there, because I don't want to drop them on I don't want to find, go to take something down and end up dropping it on the CNC. So I don't want anything over the CNC itself. But by getting that onto a cart and actually moving it closer to the tools, I'm actually thinking of putting it dead center of all the tools. I can eliminate a whole mess of pipe and open up some wall space, which would be good. And I got a lot of cleaning to do and organizing. Luckily, I did the couple of days before I went for surgery, I did come in here and sweep and clean and blew everything out. Took care of everything. But since then, I've been using this as a dump spot. So there's a lot of stuff out here that I don't need out here, or I need to get out of here or put away somewhere. And this whole area over here needs to be mostly underneath. This rack's okay, I guess, because it's mostly just junk. Under there is just, that's my junk pile. You can't really see it below the CNC, but there's a whole bunch of crap in that corner on the floor. Just boxes of junk, and a lot of it's just that junk. I need to get rid of it. I need to go through it and say, toss it, not using it, get rid of it. Anybody want a Makita freaking tool bag? Brand new, still in the package. I don't think there's anything else in there. I should probably open it up and make sure they didn't stash anything in there but the actual tool bag. It's pretty beefy. It's solid. It's a solid little tool bag. No, there's nothing in it. Well, it feels like something's in the bottom there. Unless it's just padding. Let's open it up. Anybody want one? Anybody have a use for one of these? I never use them. I used them when I worked. Oh, that's in there. It's the shoulder strap. I used to use them on occasion. I was more into hard boxes. Kind of like what Milwaukee and everybody's getting all famous for their pack outs for now. We used to have those. They were just called toolboxes back when I was working. And Sears made a really good one. I still have my Sears one. It's part of what's buried over there. And it's nice. So anyway, I think I'm going to kill it after a half an hour. Because I'm done yakking. And you guys don't want to listen to me babble about my crap. So I think I'm going to kill it. Y'all have a wonderful afternoon. It says 7 whole people are watching from my little half-hour stream. Now I need to put all this crap back away. Let's put it all away in their little cubby holes. Most of it anyways. Not all of it has a place to go away yet. Let's get the chair out of the way. Everything has a place. Except for the Makitas, they go in the house. Because that's what they're bought for, is to go in the house. My phone says it's 100% charged. Oh, very nice for it. So anyway, I'm going to kill it. See you, bye.